going to take a minute to come in because I mucked it up. I forgot to put the linky link. Or I forgot to schedule is what I did.
Yeah.
I forgot to schedule. End of the month. Okay, so let me share the link and then we can get some peeps. Copy link. I hear me, which is a plus.
Yeah, I hear you.
Messenger. Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. Links. Share. Facebook. Although, from what I know, Facebook doesn't share the links very on time.
There, I got you. And I'm going to share. Create a post.
Yay! Alright, let me make sure I get in my chats. Mr. Jim has arrived, and Craft by Jay has arrived, and Cordelia. Yeah, I forgot, you guys. Thank you. This is me, Elizabeth, and that's Dawne, you guys.
Hi.
Dawne the Crafty Visage is here. We're doing Pattern Paper Monday. Hello, Miss PJB Stamper and T from Not Afraid of Color.
Hi, everyone.
Alright, so I put that on mute. Okay, you guys, it is just a fun day, a Pattern Paper Monday, and I am going to make pattern paper using napkins, and Miss Dawne is going to work with her pattern paper. So if you guys have questions or anything crafty going on, go ahead and put them in the chatty chat. I'll try not to ignore you.
No ignoring.
Yeah. Let's see. Jay says you're looking very pink.
Oh, am I?
Your table, I'm assuming.
I'm pinky.
You're pinking.
Pulling
Yeah, we do kind of have... Okay, so I'm... Here, I'm wearing a nice pastel dress to go with Dawne's pastel desk.
Oh, there we go. So we're twinning.
Crystal's Creations Wyckoff. Hello. How are you doing? But yeah, you guys, it's Miss Dawne is with us today. And
yay, here I am.
yes, and
It's been a long time.
it has. And if you guys love Miss Dawne, she goes live not every Tuesday. The Tuesdays she's available.
I try.
Yeah. 7 p.m. Eastern on her channel, which I will link after the video because, like I said, I forgot to get this up and running. Get our thing. But, you guys, tomorrow I'm going to be on Dawne's channel. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Go ahead.
That is exciting.
Yes. And
Very.
why don't you tell our lovelies what we're doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Card Yahtzee. For anyone who loves the art Yahtzee, tomorrow's the Card Yahtzee version. And it is going to be me, Miss Elizabeth, Tracy, Not Afraid of Color, and Lala, Mommy from Mommy Guide Inc.
Mommy Guide. So lots of crafty peeps hanging out on a Tuesday evening. I'm excited.
It was the three of you, like, bam, got me all at once.
Yes, I jumped in. I'm like, sign me up. I like your Yahtzees.
That's awesome. I'm glad.
I
someone else had signed up, and I had said I had to send an email. I think it was Janine wanted to get in on it, and I was like, listen, I think I'm going to do a second one. I think I'll do it like the first week of May so that I can pull some people in that are wanting to do it that didn't hit me up in time when I already had accepted the first three, you know?
Right.
So I was like, oh, shoot. I'm like, it's full, but I'm going to do a second one.
That's awesome. And so Jay says, can we play along?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can definitely play along. You mean Card Yahtzee or the Pattern Paper Monday?
I'm assuming he's asking about the Yahtzee, and yes, okay. Jay, play along. And
yes.
You don't have a Facebook group yourself, do you?
I don't.
You don't. But you guys, I have a Facebook group, and T has a Facebook group, and I think a Lala Guide also has a Facebook group. So you can pick a group, any group, or all the groups, and share your projects there. I would love to see them. I am in T's group, Not Afraid of Color group, and I think I'm in Lala's group too, but I could be wrong. I don't know these things. I just say whatever. Don't you beep at me. Stay on. I'm trying to get my stuff picked up so I can put it in my sandwich. So I got some plastic wrap, my tissue, and then I'm going to run this in a sandwich. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you can play along with the second one if you want to come in and join. I think if you want to, you can come on with Janine. And I saw T say she was in, so if T wants to do it again. I'm trying to find if some people that want to try it that haven't tried it yet. But I'll take other people to fill the slots if not everybody jumps on board.
You're awesome. Awesome sauces.
So in case anyone's curious, I have this quilt square die from Pink and Maine, and normally I see people use it with cardstock, but we're doing Pattern Paper Monday, so I actually grabbed some of my pattern papers and cut it out, and I'm gonna create a quilt card with the pattern paper. But I'm going to cut one out of just white because I think I'm trying to decide how I want to do the frame on the main one. Maybe I can use this yellow.
I've lost my heat pads.
Hi Carla, hi Gloria.
Anybody know what I did with my heat silicone mats? Like, I'm ironing this and realized I should probably have something heat safe underneath it.
Yeah. She's ironing, Pam. It's part of her process for making her pattern paper.
Yes.
Pam's like, I missed something. Why is UCR ironing? She's like, it's wrinkled.
It is. It's wrinkly. So, I have a piece of cardstock. I have tissue paper, and then in between I have plastic wrap. And when we're done ironing, if I did it right, if I remembered how to do this, we will have a new sheet of paper, because the plastic becomes like the glue, so you can do this without using glue. And if you have a regular iron, you would just iron and turn off the steam, and then just make sure everything gets nice and toasty. But yeah, if you guys don't have patterned paper and you want to follow along with for a patterned paper Monday, you can make your own patterned paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pam's like, why? But why? So now, ooh, it's nice and toasty. But now our loose fabricy napkin is now a piece of paper. Look at you guys. We have our own paper. And now I'm going to fussy cut. Just a little bit. You know what? No, I don't need a fussy cut. I'm just going to trim this down. That'll be fabulous. Let me trim this down. And then that card will be almost done.
Lucky.
I know, right? One's almost done. And I got my napkins. I'm not sure. Where did I get my napkins? This particular one, I think I got at Mark's. You can get napkins pretty much anywhere. The party store, all the fun places, you guys.
Sorry, my die got, it didn't cut in a couple of the squares on a couple of these, so I'm having to.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see, cut.
Oh, I like that. Even gives me a little bit of room at the bottom to put a little something if I want. Yes, so I've just turned this into a piece of paper, you guys. So if you have some fun napkins that you've been hanging on to and you don't know what to do with, grab plastic wrap. I just have old, and you guys, this is old, like plastic wrap. Probably from the Dollar Tree or something. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy. You don't need your press and seal, just cheap old plastic wrap. And then you make a little sandwich with your parchment because you don't want that plastic to get on your iron, okay? And I'm using the number 2 setting on my little HDV Ront. So, I mean, it doesn't even have to be super, super de-duper-de hot. But yeah, and then, isn't that cute? But there's my one pattern paper. Next.
This pattern paper is kicking my butt.
Oh no! You can do it. You can do it. Oh yes.
Such a weak one.
Crystal, absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. So some of your tissues out there will be 2-ply. So if you don't peel it, what could happen is later they would separate. So you want to make sure you've peeled it down to the design. Okay, this one was a 2-ply. So then I've got another tissue, which you can kind of see the teacups on. And we can use that on something else if we want. We can stamp on this and do some fun stuff. This particular napkin, this is a 3-ply napkin. So we would just grab and separate. So there's one layer. And then we would work and find our second layer, just like so. And sometimes you gotta be gentle, but it will come apart. Okay. Just like so. And again, this middle one would be a good grungy one because you can kind of see the pattern in there. It would be a good, I don't know. And it changes the texture of the paper too. So we're going to put this down. We're going to grab our little piece of paper, which I'm going to try black paper. I think it'll be fine. And then I'm going to grab my plastic wrap, the other half that I cut off.
Lori wants to know how you learned that.
YouTube. Somebody out there in YouTube. The YouTubes, you guys, it's amazing. Because I watch a lot of Crafty crafters. And this technique, you can also use the plastic wrap to adhere the tissue to like wooden cuts and stuff too.
All right.
Yeah, somebody out there in the YouTube lands. It's an old trick. Peel the napkin. Carla says much easier than decoupage. Absolutely. Decoupage will set it though. Yes. Decoupage will give it like a barrier, so you know, it's a different technique. This here, if I'm not mistaken, I will be able to decorate more, like do things on it, which I think I want to do with this one. I'm gonna try and get, it's gonna be a little bit wasteful for this particular one, but I want both the burrs. I want this centerpiece, which I think that'll do right there. So I'm going to put a piece of parchment on the top and one on the bottom this time. I guess I should have thought about that beforehand, but we'll get that on there. just moved my plastic. Put that back.
Oh.
Get that on there. Kind of feel where my card is, which I think that's going to be it right there. And then we're just going to take our little iron and iron it out. Crafty crafters, as opposed to the normal kind. Absolutely. I like fancy words.
Oh, let's see. Well, I thought of this first, and then I came up with another idea, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, I could try this. So I have another technique that I can show. I don't know if you've showed it yet. But it's using pattern paper and making backgrounds.
I don't know.
So we'll try it.
So let's see. T, okay, so I know who was it T? Somebody asked what you were doing, and I'm gonna find the little thingy here, and I'm gonna bring you forward.
Okay. I'm just paper piecing all of the little pieces from multiple pieces of, I have a bunch of pattern paper pads that I need to use up. I'm just going through some of the older, this one's not too old. I think this one's a fairly new one, but that's okay, we'll use it because it's spring colors and I don't want to miss my opportunity before I move into bright summery colors.
Right.
So I am just placing them in the boxes with kind of like a light, medium, and a darker of the three colors, with the pattern more solid, kind of a lighter pattern, and then a medium pattern. It's like really, you would for quilting.
It's really pretty. One of those tedious things. Brenda
yes.
K, hello. She says hello, Elizabeth and Dawne.
Hi, Brenda. So, yeah, it is kind of tedious.
We'll
but out of this one die, I can make several quilted cards. Because there's lots of pieces.
All the pieces.
All the pieces. And then I'll get messy after. So I'll show this version, and then I have some bold ones that I cut.
Lamont Smalls says, "Happy Monday, ladies." Hello, Mr. Lamont. That is a male's name, right? Gosh, I'm so
yes.
bad. Don't judge
yes,
me. I'm
Lamont.
sorry, Lamont. Greetings. Let me find the unpinned thingy so we can be back here. So the nice thing about napkin gluing is you can do just like foiling. You can peel and see if it's stuck down. So I just know that I need to hit this piece a little bit more. So I'm going to go right here in this corner. And yes, and then we will have beautiful napkin patterned paper. And I think we're going to put a little bit of, ooh, that was hot. Guys, don't burn yourself. Let it cool a minute before you go touching the things. And again,
yeah, no burning yourself.
Yeah, no burning.
Don't want any accidents in crafting.
Yes, which, let me tell you, I do.
Okay.
I've been known to stab myself and burn myself. We try not to. That's why I say do as I say, not as I do. Don't be me. Be patient. I'm gonna cut these fatter sides, right? Because I can reuse these fat sides. If I had a longer piece of paper, I could glue this down, and by glue I mean plastic wrap, to another piece of paper, and I can make some long scraps. So these are worth saving. They're actually a really good size scrap. So are these end pieces. See, I could find another piece and glue this over and have a neat design there. And actually, I think we might do that. Save those. Yes, and we're not allowed to bleed on camera because we know it makes some people kind of queasy.
Right.
But there we have our patterned paper. And I can fussy cut through this, and then I'll have two because the bird is upside down. So, but yeah.
That's cool.
Just took it right out of the center.
I love making my own pattern paper.
It's fun. You can stamp, you can, like what you're doing, you're basically making your own pattern paper. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so then I wanted to try, you guys, as I might. And, you know, if anybody out there is interested in a couple of napkins, and by a couple, I mean like one or two of a couple of the designs that I have, let's do a giveaway. Let's do napkin giveaway. Okay.
Ooh.
Napkin giveaway. I'll pick 2 people in the napkin giveaway, and I'll send you napkins from my stash. Okay, so you'll get a nice little baggie full of napkins, and then you'll just need an iron and some tissue paper, or an iron and plastic wrap, or Mod Podge, and then we'll send you some tissue. So if you would like a little stash of napkins, go ahead and put napkin in the chat, and I will put your name. I'll put your name on the piece of paper, and then I will put your name in the wheel of names.
Ooh.
Gotta love the wheel of names.
Wheel of names.
And I'll pick 2 people. So we'll do throughout the live, just put napkins in there.
Wow, my hands.
And we'll get you in there.
I feel like I have 2 right hands today.
T said napkins. Brenda said napkins. Jean says napkins.
T says napkins.
Yep, Carla says napkins.
Everyone says napkins.
Cordelia. Okay, Cordelia. So I'll ask again, okay, but so far I got J, Brenda, T, Jean, Carla, and Cordelia. Okay. So yeah, these, I either got them at the Dollar Tree or at, we have this grocery kind of outlet store called Mark's. And yeah, so I either got it there or there. But what I was wanting to try, because I've never tried this, I want to glue a napkin to a napkin. Oh no, you can say napkin or napkins. It's no biggie. Just get napkin in there. We'll get your name down. And sometimes it's like peeling a sticker, you guys. It's terrible. Oh, I want to bring you large again, Dawn. I love that little sentiment. That's a nice happy.
Thank you. And it's made with pattern paper. So you can use your dies also and cut out pattern paper. A lot of times we go directly to cardstock, but I did use cardstock on the back, but for the focal point I did put pattern paper.
That's awesome.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, don't beep at me.
I've been really banging out my scraps here.
I'm gonna do this one a little bit larger
with pattern paper. That's what I did my master boards that I did. I did 27 master boards, I think, in total.
That's awesome.
Of 8.5 by 11 size. I just used some old printer paper that I had, and yeah.
Pam, I got you. I got you. I got Pam on there. I missed her. Apparently she said napkins, but I missed it.
She's got you, Pam. She's got your number.
I got you. You're going to be on my wheel of names. Okay, so, and like I said, you can use these, you can toss these. If you're sending out Christmas presents or whatever, you can put the tissue in your tissue box and use it like wrapping paper, the plain stuff. If you go to stamp on it though, put a piece of paper underneath, iron it out, and then you can stamp on the tissue, color it, do some fun stuff, and then go and do this technique. I think it'll work. Don't quote me. Maureen says, no, TM3, you said you like the popsicles.
I'm pretty sure I have a birthday in here.
I want to see all my messages. Pam, run down in your jammies. Nobody'll care. She's got mail coming in, and she needs somebody to go collect it for her because she's still in her jammies.
Oh.
But yeah, just go out in your jammies. Nobody'll care.
Go out in your jammies. Yeah.
Go out in your jammies.
Okay, so I guess the next thing I need to organize now that my cup of sentiments is so big is I need to find little boxes, like maybe another one of those totes for just sentiments, and sort the sentiments by birthday, thinking of you, just for, you know, all the like hellos.
Yeah.
Christmas, winter.
Okay, so
I can't find the little birthday that I was looking for.
I try not to have too much hanging over, but you guys can have hangover on the plastic. It won't hurt it at all.
No hangovers here.
No hangovers. No hangover here either. I've been drinking like a wine cooler every now and then. I don't know, I've just been kind of craving the wine coolers. So some napkins, like all the ones I have the textured stuff in there. I'm going to try to avoid that texture bit. I'm actually going to cut that off because I don't want the texture in my napkin on my... I don't want it on my card. I mean, it'll be fine for something else. So I'm just going to cut off that texture bit. That way there... I can just use my tissue like so. Get our other tissue like so. Do. I would if the mailboxes were on our street, but they're down and across the street, and I don't know those people.
Is it you that got mail?
No, Pam's got mail coming. She ordered some dyes.
Oh, gotcha.
Bartles and James Berry wine cooler? No, I drink Smirnoff Raspberry. They changed the name. It used to be Razzleberry, and now it's just Raspberry. That's the only one I drink. The Smirnoff Raspberry. I used to drink vodka every now and then, but that's expensive, and yeah, so I don't. Because I have very high taste, and it's expensive.
There's one. Done.
One and done. Look at her. Linda G. Hello.
Well, I mean, some people probably do use their, your jammies have unicorn. Her jammies have unicorns.
Right?
Ooh.
I want jammies with unicorns, but I'm too big. They don't make cute jammies in my size. Although I did get a pair of really nice jammies from Walmart. I know, I actually went into Walmart the other day, you guys. Write it on your calendar. But, they're super lightweight jammies. It's like a dress jammy. It's super lightweight. The fabric is so soft and very cool. It's not like heavy cotton. I don't even know what the material is. I haven't even looked. But it's wonderful.
Okay, so I'm doing a second one, but I'm doing it a little different because I used pattern paper from the Scrapbook.com, the 4 1/4 by 5.5 pads. The ones you collect, U and T.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, I love those paper pads. I really shouldn't buy them, but I buy them. I buy them when they're on sale, and I can't help myself. I would like to have the whole collection, because they have like solid colors too.
Right.
But it's just more of a collection thingy than actually, hey, let's use it, because I just want them. I want them all.
Well, I cut out several of the quilt designs out of several of the papers. I did the same thing, kind of just using the concept of quilting with like a pattern, a more solid pattern, and then dark, medium, and light colored papers. So that's what I'm doing from this one. Is I used a background because it is 4 1/4 by 5.5. I don't have to waste any of the pattern paper.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? You can just plop it right on. And the way I positioned it is so it's kind of like a Polaroid.
Yes, I was just going to say it's kind of like a Polaroid, but they also do that in, if you're a fine artist, like the drawing and the painting and stuff, they'll leave a bigger gap at the bottom for the person to sign and put the collection number there. So, yeah, that's also how an actual thingy looks, if that makes any sense. I don't know. But,
well, the reason I grabbed this pad is I'm not really fond of it. It came in the, I think it's the same one that you got. It came in the kit for the Crop and Create. And some of the papers I liked, but some of them weren't. They were just too bold, and I was like, yeah, I won't use those probably.
Yeah.
You know, just randomly. So I was like, but I can use them this way.
Dawne, what did you use to cut that quilt-like pattern?
Oh, Brenda, this is the quilt die by Pink and Main. Pink and Main 183 quilt square die. And that's what I used, my friend. But when I've used it before, I used it with just solid cardstock. You know, I think most people, they're like, oh yeah, you know, you just cut cardstock. But pattern paper makes a great fabric sort of look.
Yes, it does. And
so
again, so like she was saying, pattern paper makes a great pattern look, but if you want it kind of feeling fabric-y, do some napkins and then die cut them, because you get the napkin texture as well. It's not just a regular piece of paper. It feels kind of like a napkin. So, yeah, you could definitely do that. PJB says, Brenda, she said Pink and Main dye, and I'm proud of myself for remembering.
Brenda came in a little later than everyone, so she probably missed that in the beginning.
Linda G says it was 80 something here in Ohio. Yes, it's a toasty day in Ohio. I actually have my AC running in my attic, because otherwise I'd be melting. I'm melting. Maureen had 89 where she's at. T says she's not a fan of anything over 70. Brenda K had 91 degrees today. I'm sorry, Brenda K. That kind of just sucks.
We had like 68. It got close to 70.
It got close to 70. We're having a nice warm week. Anywhere from the high 60s. Like, it was supposed to be 69 today, they said, but it got really toasty. Where's my weather thingy? 82 right now, and it's 7:35.
Ooh.
Let me double check. Yeah, 82, 80. It dropped down to 80, and it's 7:30. It's 49 where Jay is. I wouldn't mind 49. I'm over being hot. Just over it. Over and done. Okay, so like I said, I don't know if this will work, but I want to put my lollipops on the stripities. So what I'm going to do, that pink, look at my pink paper. I need pink striped paper, you guys.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I just need to get these on here. But what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to kind of fussy cut. We'll see. I mean, I've got plenty of stuff. If I don't like it, I'll do something else. So we're going to just kind of fussy cut. Maybe. This is going to be kind of a pain.
This is like putting a puzzle together.
Oh, I bet.
So, I'm trying to decide what I want for the outside. I feel like that's too close to the... I'll do these.
Again, you guys, if you're enjoying the show, remember to hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit the share button. You don't actually have to share it. YouTube doesn't know if you actually like shared it or not. Just like copy the link and then just be done. Just copy the link, you guys. Okay, copy the link like you're gonna share it, but you don't have to really share it. And then make sure you got the bell on for all your notifications for when I remember to say that. And then hop on over to Dawne's channel.
I'm not there though.
I know.
You guys can knock, but no one's home.
Hey, wait, where'd she? What the? Okay, let me do this again.
All right, there we go. There, I think I got it. So it looks like it's sort of dimensional. So there's a version with the brights, whereas I like this actually, and I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't normally use this paper on a card because it's really I know it says joyful, but for some reason it doesn't bring me a lot of joy. Like the colors are just different. And the pattern, you know what I mean? So like we got this. I mean, it might be somebody's cup of tea, but not mine. Did we lose you, Elizabeth, or are you just
no, I'm trying to get
okay.
YouTube is being rude about how I get to my channels now, and yeah, I'm trying to find you. So I'm sorry for not replying because I was really stressing about this, and now it played your video, and now I got to get back to my video. Okay.
So I didn't glue this down, but I will. But I have something else I want to... I'm not sure if I'll go with the black and white or this. This is kind of the... I
think I like the brownie one, the goldeny.
Yeah?
But I don't know.
I match this better.
I pinned you. Oh, I do like the black and white one too.
It
That
does
happy,
pop.
yeah, that happy pops a lot better off of that one, I think.
All right, maybe we'll do that one then, and I'll find a birthday after. So this will be my next one. But I want to show the other technique for that using background paper like that. Oh, so I took some of that paper in that pad, and you might have shown this before. I don't know, Elizabeth. I might be like repeating something, but I don't recall.
I love that paper pad, so it doesn't matter. Just
You do? You like this?
Yeah, I do. It's kooky and like I envision putting the critters on there, like the fox and stuff.
Right.
The bear and the hedgehog. I think they would just be really cute on there.
Like, I love the butterflies, and this isn't too bad. The stripes. I might be able to tolerate that one. Definitely not this one.
You don't see and I like that one.
Well, that's because it's green, and green's your color.
Now that one,
this one, yeah, it's like, yeah.
But the backside's okay.
Yes.
But
and same with like these, I was like, I don't know. But I mean, so I made a birthday card, and it doesn't look fallish, but I used those kind of colors, you know what I mean? The black, and I used the, the light orange for my solid light. I flipped them over to do that. So, I mean, and now I can make several more cards because I have all these pieces left too.
Right.
But I mean, it's a completely different look from this pastel one.
Yeah. And with pattern papers, like when you get the ones that you don't like and you just set them aside and then you shred them into strips or squares or diamonds, it totally changes the look of them. And then you are much happier when they're blended with everything else.
For sure.
And usually, for the technique you're doing, that's a great way to use pattern paper you don't like. Like, just chop it up.
Yeah, chop it up. Yep. And it made it much more tolerable. Now I feel like I can stomach the, the papers now with the card. So now, what I'm going to do... Oh, I don't want white. What am I doing? Durr. So now this one, so you like this. Where's the one we didn't like? This one.
Yeah, that weird,
This one, right?
Yep. The bizarre one.
So I am going to place a stencil over it. And let's see if this is still sticky. Jay, I like the colors. I just don't like the colors they chose to put together with the patterns. So it's a really weird pack for me. All right, gonna have a sip of coffee. I know we're running out of time because do you go till 8 or?
Yeah, 8-ish.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to take my Versamark ink and a sponge dauber, and we're going to do like we would if we inked a background on cardstock, and then we want to preserve that. What's that called? Joseph's coat?
Yes.
So we'll do it, but we'll go right over the patterned paper.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So it's a way to utilize paper that you're not so fond of again. And I'll show you some samples that I did earlier playing around to see if it was actually going to work. Which, why wouldn't it,
Right.
But I'm kind of pushing, make sure I get in there real good.
It's a really good idea.
What?
The Joseph's coat over the pattern paper you don't like.
Yeah. I thought so. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Why can't I do this with the pattern paper since it's pattern paper Monday? So now I'm just coating it with my clear embossing powder, which I guess I'm going to have to break down and buy some. Since I got the white ink, I guess I got to get some clear embossing powder too that's not from 1902.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, even though they say it doesn't go bad, I feel like the older stuff is just not as good as some of the new stuff. Because
Right.
I have stuff from the 1900s, and it does not apply as nice as some of the new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really neat. So,
Ooh.
you guys, if you have extra plastic, right, it's gonna grab onto that. So I have this little halo of shine where the plastic is, or was. So just remember that. But yes, you can put two napkins together. And so I have the pink striped napkin behind my cones. So I really like that. I think that turned out pretty darn good. I just got to chop it down, and I've got my pattern paper, but I'm going to turn off my iron, and I'm going to turn a couple of these actually into cards so we can see the things that we can work with. And I got to be careful because I got my dress on. I don't want to get anything on my dress that I don't want to. Okay, let's chop this down. Oops, did I turn? No, I did not turn that off. Dawne, if you come to Stamp Away, I can share my Wow Clear and White embossing powders, says Pam. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit off the bottom. Oops. My niece is calling. I'll have to message her that I'm on a live. There we go. Put that fabric over your dress, yes, but I will melt. So, no.
There. I saw that, Pam, while I was heating. I muted myself. Oh.
Wait, how big is this card gonna be?
I couldn't remember if Zoom muted or not, so.
Yes.
Ugh. So this was the part that I got that I'm not sure about because I don't have a great black ink. So that's my next thing, is to get a nice black ink. You know?
Yeah. I like the VersaFine Claire.
For doing this technique?
Yeah, because it's really juicy.
Okay.
But that's what you're using.
I have it now. I was using the black soot.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like melting up here, Miss Pam. Okay, so this card is going to be ginormous. I haven't made a ginormous card in a while.
Oh, Brenda. Well, enjoy your dinner, my friend. Enjoy dinner. There's always a replay.
Yep. Bye, Brenda. Yes, Gloria, it is the FaceTime ringtone that you heard. That's my little niece over in Washington. She was calling to chat. She just calls whenever she feels like, and I don't mind 100% at all, but I can't answer her during a live. So, that's the only bad
So I like this a lot better, Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, look at that.
A lot better.
Ooh, so pretty.
No, I definitely would use this on a card. So I did one earlier with the red. and I used a couple of the backgrounds that we got in that kit.
Mm-hmm.
They were like Gina K stencils. But if you guys, I'm sure you notice there's a spot on this one. See that? That's burnt. That's over melting.
Oops.
Over melting. I mean, I can use it on a card still. I can just embellish.
Right.
You know.
Put a little something there.
Yes, put a little something there. But I like this a lot better with just that little bit breaking it up and that red.
Isn't that amazing? Just a little bit, just to, break it up. It just is really pretty.
Yeah.
Make it A9. I don't know what an A9 is. I'm doing 5x7. I'm assuming that is what an A9 is. 5x7. That's 7. But I need to make it a smidge smaller, right? So I can have a border. So we're going to take this down just a hair on both sides. And then a hair off the top. Jim says it's texture. Yes, your burn spot is just texture. It's okay. I need card base. A9 is 8.5 by 11 folded in half. Well, hot dog, that's a big card. Let's make it. 8.5 by 11 folded in half. Wait, what is that? 11, that is 5.5, you dork. That's our cut line. Right. 5.5. Oops, that is not what I needed. Okay, 5.5. Oh no, I jumped the line, you guys. I hate it when I do that. Okay, if you guys are ever doing your crease lines and you jump the line on accident, all you got to do is take your bone folder or your bone folding tool and rub the other side of it. And you just like push it back. So I'll just get that little mark out of there. Looks nice, and then rub down the front, and voila, we no longer have a jumped line. D-Dan, hello. How are ya? And then score, flip, and fold. And of course, that is hanging off the edge. We're just gonna do that. Okay. Dawne, you're muted. There you go.
I'm muted. Oops.
Hopefully, I didn't see. That one's really pretty.
This one was a piece of authentique. This is old too.
Oh, that's really
this
pretty.
pad here. And it's got some pretty pages. This belonged to, I think, this was Adrian's. She was doing some scrapping with some sort of, for something, I don't know. But it got passed to me, so here I am. But that was the page. And I just stenciled and embossed. And you can do it with stamps too. Just do some stamping, Use your background stamps.
Yeah. Background.
Same idea.
Definitely have a lot of background stamps.
Yep. So those would be great with some paper that you're not really super fond of and you want to change up. So I had some super thin paper that came from a pack. I'm not even sure where it came from. Let me see. I think this was it. Yes. So this is, what is this? Colorbok. This is like from 1902 also.
They had some good stuff back then.
Yeah. But it's like super de-duper thin, you know. It's like, it feels thinner than my copy paper. Oh, what happened? Oh, I'm so sorry, Dee. Tennessee. Wow, that's a haul. But yeah, I just went over it with one of my stencils that I use on the gel plate usually. And I thought, let me try it. And this one wasn't bad either. I just didn't heat the embossing powder enough, and I started getting ink. It had just like half melted.
Ugh, it's really pretty though.
I noticed it and went back in and heated it up. So now the black is locked in there, but you know, but they're cool. You could use it for a card for sure. But like I said, the shiny stuff, like some of the papers you get that have the shiny surface, not so good. Not so good. It doesn't really adhere to the back. But it's a way to, like I said, use up those yucky papers that you're not real super fond of.
And I think we've all encountered those papers. Like, we just get those every now and then. It's like, yeah, I don't know about this.
Right.
And then we'll bring in a green, because we have a green in our doodads, and we'll do a pink. So then we're going to do green. All right. Oh yeah. There we go. Good job, T. T says do it A9. I did it A9.
There you go.
That, and then we're gonna bring some of that green right into here. Let's see. So we can still stencil. So the plastic wrap didn't stencil, but where the tissue is, it's stenciled just fine. So it just looks like it has a little bit of a border. And look at me, I'm not even showing me because you're still on top.
Oh, am I? Oh, am I?
My bad, sorry. But yeah, so sorry. When are you gonna craft with green paper? I can do that. I can do that next time. So, yeah, so if you guys are doing napkins and you want to do a napkin on top of a napkin, you're probably going to want to put the napkin with your plastic and cut them together, because where the plastic overhung, it's creating a resist. So there's a resist there. But it goes right on top of the napkin just fine, which I need to add a little bit more down here. So we got some stenciling on our napkin, and you guys weren't looking, but I did stencil this. I took 2 stencils and just created a couple of little void areas for the second one, so that our little ice creamy can go in there, like so. I think we'll do like that, and then we're gonna do that. Love those popsicles. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this down, but I'm going to put a little bit of pops of color on this. I think that'll be super fun. We're going to put little accents on here. So we've got 2 napkins to make our background paper, and then we use stencil to make more background paper. Okay, and then I will use another stencil, and we're gonna run some pops of color over it, because pops of color will fill in this, so then it won't look so naked. Okay, so let's grab, let's do white pops of color. I think that'll be pretty. And polka dots! We're gonna do polka dots. Polka dot, polka dot, polka dot. I think we'll do those polka dots. Polka dots, polka dots. Okay, so we're gonna put some polka dots right in here. We're just going to scoop that on. Okay, and then we're going to lift. Look at our little polka dots. And then I'll put some polka dots down here. Put a little glop and just spread around some polka dots. Lift, and we have more polka dots. They're white, you guys. They're there, but they're there. I need to clean that. That's a nice big summer card. I wished I'd have done a decal trim down the side, but it's okay. It's okay. I see that flower looks really good on your burnt spot.
Yeah, see? And I can just add like happy and then birthday, and you'll never even know.
Never even know.
Or
okay.
I can probably use this one that I was going to use on the other one, but I don't know with the black. What do you think? Maybe I need to make another one.
That is pretty though. Here, let me pin you again, you guys. I think it looks pretty with that one. I like it.
With the white?
Yeah, I do. That one kind of, well, on camera, I don't know.
I don't have my card base though is white, so I was kind of trying to tie in something.
Yeah.
Because I have the black and the white, and then there's no black, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you need to make a black one just to see. I like it with the white background and then maybe a black word. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. We'll have to try it. Oh yeah, because we have that here. See? Oh yeah, that's better.
That is pretty.
And I don't know if I can layer some of these.
Yes, you can. You've got talent. You can layer all sorts of stuff. Okay.
We'll see. I don't know.
And then our birdie, I'm going to bring in, you know what, I think I am going to fussy cut this through the center, so then I have two.
Good cheat. Or I can just use this. Just use this and pop it up. Oh, Beep has a new box and he's so happy. Aww. So my daughter's new cat, Echo, the one that she adopted from the hoarding situation from the
Mm-hmm.
shelter, is coming out of her shell now, and she is feisty, I guess. She gets into things. Like, she tore up a whole package of buns that my daughter got to make burgers.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. Oops, I should have glued this down first. I thought I did. Yeah, and then when she was over this weekend, I sent her home with a half a dozen biscuits. And she's like, I never got the biscuits. Echo ripped the package up. There were biscuits everywhere. I'm like, oh no.
That's hilarious.
Like, I guess I need a bread box. I said, yeah, or just stuff it in your oven overnight or in your microwave or something, or a Tupperware dish.
Yep.
Something.
Yep. Teach her to stay off the counters.
Yes, yes. Because her other cat only has 3 legs, Fisher. He still gets on the counter. He can jump on a counter, but I don't think he does. I think she's got him disciplined. He's a lot older.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to have to stamp some birthdays.
Yes, you can do it.
But pretty much, that was my my pattern paper presentation.
It's a fabulous pattern paper presentation.
When I thought about it, I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do for this.
That's what I do every day. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? And then weird stuff, like Jean and I were chatting, and she was showing me her napkins, and I'm like, I could do that for a pattern paper Monday, because maybe people don't have pattern paper, but they have napkins. I have both, so we just don't judge me. Don't judge me. I have everything. Not everything, but a lot of things. So I'm just putting down some lunar paste for this last bit of napkin. This is not going to be beautiful. It's going to be all amuck, but it'll be great for grunge. Because I took my napkin sheet and I cut it in half. So I got more for my money. And I'm using brown, which kind of looks like a deep golden-y color, bronzy kind of color. I don't even know. It's gorgeous. But this one is grr. Yes.
T's got a bread hater too. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Jay's like, don't give Linux any ideas.
Okay, so there's that, and I'm gonna glue this right down. So my one little piece of napkin is gonna make a whole lot of cards. There we go.
That's awesome.
So I use the napkin to make my pattern paper, and then just threw an stencil right there, and I'm gonna call that one good. I might do some splatters on it or something, but there's that. So that napkin, I'll be able to do some slim lines or various other things. But there's the other half of that napkin center, which was like that. So we've got that going. I need to clean this really quick. And you can layer napkin on the napkin using the plastic technique. Plastic and iron, you guys. So there's that. Just know that if you're using plastic, anything above will stick and it will become like a resist. Alright, looks cool. I gotta clean, and I will bring Dawne forward one more time so we can see
what I did.
Yeah.
Whoops.
She's gonna show us. while I clean.
Okay. Except I didn't glue this one down, so now I gotta glue this one. Bloop. So, Marshmallow stole a cucumber off our counter and dragged it upstairs. Oh no! Alright. You got me where you need me?
Yep,
okay,
you are pinned, my dear.
So I use this die with some patterned paper that if you have patterned paper pads that you can, and you have a quilt die, or you can just cut the shapes, you know, cut some shapes if you have different shapes and do your own, I guess. But I used the quilt die because I had it and cut patterned paper. So I did one with the light colors. And then I did one using the really bright, bold colors of the Scrapbook.com's paper pad. Papers that I would not normally have used on a card on my own. So that was that.
And they're fabulous.
Same with another piece I took. I missed a couple spots embossing. Oops. But I can cut this into sentiments, whatever. But this again is another one of those papers.
Hold on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Where did that one go? Okay.
Looks like I'm still up there.
Yeah, no, you are. There you are. You were hidden by my wheel of names.
Oh, okay. So again, I used a stencil on these and did the like the same as this, like the Joseph's coat. The only one that I found wasn't overly successful. It really didn't darken the background in a lot. Was the more glossy pattern paper that you get, those pattern papers that are glossy kind of.
Yeah, that's really.
Yeah.
It's
really cool.
I like how the center one kind of gets all kind of mushy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I had the white in there. And I mean, that showed up, that showed the most black. But I mean, I guess you can still see some of the others, but it's just not as vivid as, like this. And then this is the same thing. I did, I stenciled and, I don't know if it helps to show the paper. I don't even know what I did with the paper pad. Oh, here it is. So like these are the papers that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So come on now. So this red one is this.
It doesn't even look like the same. Like
I just really knocked it down.
So pretty.
Yeah, and then this one Elizabeth and I both agreed on was not great, which was this, and that's
that,
and that's this.
That's so insane.
And you can change it up. Use your background stamps. Use your stencils. But that's how to get rid of some pattern paper.
Yep, bust out that pattern paper. Okay.
That's right.
So oops. Too many buttons. Remove the pin. I'm going to bring me forward for a pin. There we go. Because I made my pattern paper with napkins, you guys. If you go back and watch, we peeled apart the napkin until we just got the one layer of the image. Then we put cardstock down, plastic wrap, saran wrap, cheapity, the cheaper the better. And then we put our tissue down and ironed them together. So we got that. This one here, this one is 2 napkins. The pink stripes is a napkin. So if you don't have pink striped paper or stencils to make pink stripes, but you have a pink striped napkin, make your own pattern paper. And then this was also a napkin, and we were able to glue them together. Just know that the extra hangover plastic will create a resist. So we put some pops of color white in there to just kind of add some more shine to that. And then this particular napkin looked like that. And then we cut it into 2 so that we could use our patterned paper there, even though it was just a napkin to make our own patterned paper. And I feel like I had another patterned paper, but yeah. Oh, our teacup. Our teacup was another napkin. So there's those. And then for anybody out there that wanted to win some napkins, okay, you put the word napkins in the chat, and I put your name on. So I'll give everybody a minute. I see Stamper Girl has arrived. Yeah, Jay, this is Gur. It's a nice bronzy color. It's gorgeous. But, so, if you want to win some napkins, a small collection of napkins out of my stash, go ahead and put napkins in there. I've got the wheel of names going. We have Jay, Brenda, T, Jean, Carla, Cordelia, and Pam on the list. Yes, so if I say napkin again, do I get to enter 2 times? Cordelia, no. No, but we're going to spin 2 times, so everybody gets 2 chances. So the Dallas, nope. It's not Dallas. Dallas, sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. My bad. Okay. Oh, there's Linda. Linda wants napkins, so I'm going to put her on the wheel of names in just a second. But if you have hangover, you're going to use and you need parchment paper so that when you're ironing, the plastic doesn't get to your iron. But if you have hangover, it will kind of melt into your project. So yeah, I have a plastic hangover here. I should have cut it this time. No hangovers there. But like, I don't know why I like saying that. But because it's funny. But this had just a little bit of hangover, and it just kind of melted right into the card. It's really interesting. But you do want parchment sandwich so the plastic doesn't stick to things you don't want it to stick to. Linda G wants napkins, so we're going to put Linda G's name on there, and that will be it. Linda G.
I love that. Duh. Linda.
Dry iron, yes, no water. So I used the second heating on my tool, my little HTV rod, and it was perfect. So yeah, if yours needs to or whatnot. Okay, let me get my wheel of names up. Wheel of names. There you guys are. Look at you. And we're going to spin it twice. We're going to shuffle and spin.
Shuffle and spin.
Shuffle and spin. Lisa Acker, hello, hello. Cordelia, Cordelia.
Oh, Cordelia.
Yes. What? Cordelia gets a gold star. Well, a blue star by her name. And then we're going to remove Cordelia.
Cordelia, you lucky duck.
Okay, and then we're going to shuffle again, and we're going to spin.
I think T just said the other day, Cordelia is so lucky she keeps winning.
Well, I think you just jinxed T, because T gets the napkins too.
Yeah, right.
T and Cordelia, you guys get some napkins.
I was thinking of them, see?
Yep.
That's funny, because I was thinking, who's going to get lucky? Probably Cordelia, because Tracy mentioned it the other day, and Cordelia won. And then when I said that out loud, Tracy.
Yep. T. Yeah, no, not a green star. And it's actually not even a blue star. It is a black star. Because my pen is black. But yeah, so I'll get some napkins set up for you guys, and I'll get those sent out next week. Next week I will send them. But yeah, so there we have it. So I'm glad you guys got to hang out with Dawne and I. And
me too.
Yes. And we're going to be hanging out again tomorrow on Dawne's channel.
7 p.m.
Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be hanging out over here. There is Dawne's channel right there. So you can click on that, go over, subscribe, turn on the bell so that when she goes live at 7, you'll know.
Mm-hmm.
And I will see you guys then.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for